Hi, we are a group of students from Berlin's International School of Malmö in Malmö, Sweden. This video will be about child marriage, specifically in South Sudan.
Child marriage is a formal or informal marriage of a young child under the age of 18. It happens to girls and boys, but mostly girls. Child marriage can cause lifetime of pain and suffering, or it can kill girls at a young age as they cannot handle being pregnant. We have created this video to spread awareness on child marriage, specifically in South Sudan. Through the awareness, donations will be made to the Human Rights Watch to help support child rights, and a petition will be signed to hopefully change the laws in South Sudan to marriage 18 and over.
We chose South Sudan because child and forced marriage is particularly widespread in South Sudan, where half of women between the ages 15 and 19 are married, some as young as age 12. Since there isn't any law that requires a girl to marry after the age of 18, every year 12 million girls are married before the age of 18. According to United Nations, 17% marry before they turn 15. South Sudan currently has the highest maternal mortality rate in the world, approximately 2,054 maternal deaths for every 100,000 live births. A woman in South Sudan said that, as a woman in South Sudan, you have no say in what you want and don't have power or a voice to speak. Girls are considered as an asset, and the earlier a girl is married, the less difficulty she will be for the family. UN Special Envoy for Sexual Violence in Conflict Areas, Zainab Hababangura, said, "Women in South Sudan were the victims of the worst sexual violence she had ever seen." Bangura described the levels of the assault as rampant. 1, 2, 3. In South Sudan, child marriage was increased by the civil war that started in December 2013. According to a Human Rights Watch report from September, there has been a huge growth in sexual attacks and violence since the start of the civil war.
Child brides face mass problems as a result of child marriage. The brides are usually isolated and with their freedom and rights to health, education, and safety diminished. None of them are physically or mentally ready to become wives and mothers. Child brides are at high risk of experiencing complications at birth, STDs, and domestic violence. With their little access to rights, education, and economic opportunities, they and their families are most likely to live in poverty. Girls are more vulnerable to child marriage during humanitarian crisis, conflict and natural disasters, etc. Child marriage may or may not help save a family from economic problems. Parents think marriage will bring respect to their daughters and in their communities.
Child marriage usually happens because of the financial problems the family faces. Men see the girl's body as a property, so when the girl is getting married to the groom is to give the family cows as it's seen like a source of wealth. Agnes Keji was about to marry it off so that the family would gain cows and her brother could marry the girl he wanted. She was 13 when her father wanted her to marry with a man who was 70. She refused because she had fallen in love with another man and didn't want to marry someone she didn't know. But she couldn't marry him because she didn't have enough cows. She told her father, "If you want to kill me now, because I don't want to go to a man I don't know." Her father then beat her, and her brother needed the cows so that he could marry the girl he wanted. So her brother took a machete and slashed her throat. The cut was very deep, and she was then taken to the hospital. Keji tried to run away to the capital of Juba, which was 53 miles and a 3-hour drive on cratered dirt roads from her town in Derekika on the Nile River. Her brother caught her and brought her back. Now she's 19 and expected to marry an older man. "I don't have power. I'm finished. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing you can do." Getting the girl married means that there will be less family expenses to spend on clothes, food, and education. With the money they save, the family can repay debts, manage disputes, or settle social, economic, and political alliances.
Provide the families with financial needs to keep the girls in school. Allow the girls to move from primary to secondary school so they can improve on the things that they have learned in primary, and so later in life they can have a safe income after they graduated from school and get a job. Teaching them how to be financially smart, which means they will learn how to save money and earn money. Target underage children, which happens to be at risk of child marriage, and children which are already married.
We have created a petition which will not only give awareness to this issue but also hopefully change the law of South Sudan. We ask to change the legal age of the marriage to 18 and over. And we also ask people to sign this petition using this video. After we get enough signatures, we will send it to the Swedish Embassy in Sudan.